Hello guys, and today I'm going to show you how I model this garlic slicer using the map on face feature, new feature in Curves Workbench, and the blend solid. As you can see, we have the handle and the blade. So I start by create a new sketch in the front view, and I will create an arc. Selecting this arc and this line, and I hit T for tangent. And select this point and this point. I hit V for vertical, and we set the radius to 75. '85, and select this point and this line. Hit C to snap it. Now the sketch is fully constrained. Now I will extrude this sketch. Go to extrude, and I will want to extrude it to 55 in symmetric. And I will give it a thickness. So I go to the thickness, select the extrude, go to thickness, 3D offset, and we set it to 0.5 and fill offset. Okay. I hide the extrude. The next step is I will create holes on this object. So I will go to the Curves Workbench, and I will use the new tool, Map on Face. I click on the map on face, and we have it, but we also have an error because we need to have these three things. The sources is the sketch that we will use to map on this face. The target face will be this face, and the target flat map is something like a frame that everything that inside the frame will be mapped onto this surface. So I click on this face, and I will go to the flatten face. So you can see in the tree view, we have a new flatten face. And we set the in place to false. So you can set this one to true or false, doesn't matter, but I like to set it to false to make this one flat on the top view. Now I go to the Prod Workbench and create a sketch based on this face. And I will reference these two lines. I create polyline and draw two lines. And select these two lines, hit E for equal. Next, I will create a circle. From this point, go out. And I also creating 3 more circles. I click on this circle and move it away. I select the two, hit T for tangent. Select the two, hit T, and the two, hit T. And then I select these three, hit E for equal, and these 2 points, hit V for vertical constraint. Now I will set the diameter to 5, and also set the length of each line, also 5. Now I move this circle in and select the circle and this circle, hit T, doing the same in here, and set the equal constraint. Okay. Next, I will select everything and I hit G and N to turn that into construction. From there, I will create 4 small circles inside. Select these 4 circles and hit E for equal and set the diameter to 4. Now the sketch is fully constrained. I select these 2 points. I hit I and click on reference to say the distance between these 2 points is 5. And also I select these 2 points, hit L, click on reference, and you can see the distance here is 4.33. So I will remember these 2 numbers. Okay, now we go out and we have the first element of the array. So this is the sketch 001. I go to the Xerox Workbench to create a array. So you can go up here to create array, or go inside the menu to create an array. So by default, the S number and Y number is Joe and Joe. So I will set it to both to 10 and click OK. So this is how it looks. So click on the array, and down in the bottom, the number X and Y, we already set it to 10, but we need to set the offset, the distance between each element, meaning the interval S and interval Y. So interval S will be the red arrow in here, and I will set it to 5. 5 multiplied 2 will be 10. Okay, and the interval Y will be 4.33 multiplied 2 will be 8.66, and the result is look better. Now I need to decrease number S and Y to make it simple. Let's go to 8 for the S, and for the number Y, I will decrease this to 6, 5. Okay, something like this. And I will move it in the y-axis 2 unit, or just move it 2 mm in the y, and for the s, I will move it 1 mm. Okay. Now we just align the sketch in the middle of the flatten. So now I click on the map on face and go inside the sources, click on these 3 dots, the option, click on the array and go inside the target face. Doing the same, go inside here. And let's zoom out and go click on this face. And okay. Now we just add the face one of the offset. The last one, I will select the flatten. Okay. Now the map on face working fine. The next step is I will select the map on face again and go inside the, we have the option of offset and thickness. I will change the thickness to 4. So you can see the extrusion is now 4. And I go the offset to -2 to put it inward. Okay. Now I can go to the Prod Workbench and we can select the offset first and the map on face later and go to the cut. Okay. After we cut this, I will also form in the bigger shape of the plate. So I create a new sketch in the right and I will reference this line and this line. Also reference this one up here, this one down here, and create an arc. Connect between these 2 lines and we'll select this line and this line, hit T for tangent, and select these 2 points, hit V for vertical. I will select this arc and go to the symmetry based on the y-axis and set the symmetry constraint. Okay, after you set the symmetry constraints, I will set the distance between these 2 points will be 45. And I also need another constraint. Select this arc and then this line and hit T for tangent. Okay. Next, I will close the sketch by using the line. Something like this. I close. And I will extrude this sketch to 100 and symmetric. Select the issue, go to the intersection. Okay. As I create a new sketch in the front, we reference this point and this point. I view the section and I create a line connect between. Also creating another line from the center of this line, come down here. Select this line and set the dimension to 1. Select these 2 lines, hit N. Set this line to construction. This line also construction. Create an arc from this point to here. Selecting this arc and this point and this arc. Hit C and set the radius to 15. move this point over here. And set the distance between these 2 points 20. Okay. Now I will symmetry this arc. So selecting this arc and go to the symmetry, click on the red. Now I set the symmetry constraint between these 2 arcs. Okay, create an arc. Select the issue, hit T for tangent. Close. View the wireframe. Selecting this point and control select this arc. Create a new sketch based on the normal to edge. Okay. We'll create a rectangle center from the center point. Come out. Selecting this line and hit D and we'll set it to 5.5. Set this one to 48.5. Close. And I will extrude this sketch. Let's go to the flat line first and extrude this sketch to the normal direction and choose symmetric. Okay. Next, I will mirror this new extrude to the X and Y plane. Click on the extrude, go to the mirror, XY plane. The next step is I will create a profile of the handle, create a new sketch in the top, and I will reference this arc. Then I will create an arc. Selecting this point and this line, hit C. This point and this point, hit C. And move this point so that we have more than half of the arc, and set the radius to 4. Creating another arc. Select this one and set it to 5 for the radius. And set the constant constraint between this point and this line. And move it inside of this. And creating a line connect from this arc to this arc. Selecting this point and this line, hit C. And select this line, hit G and N to turn that into construction. Set the distance to 18. From there, I will move it again. Okay, make sure we have more than half of an arc. Then I create in 2 arcs, connect in between. Okay, now I will hit T and set the tangent constraints. Select these 2 arcs, hit E for equal, and we set the radius to 14. Now the sketch is fully constrained. Can close. And I will go to the sweep. Click on the sketch, go to the sweep path and select this arc. Done. Gray solid. Dome check Freenet. Okay. Now we can hide the sketch 005. Let's hide the sketch 005. And the next step is I will bridge in between these two. So in here I have, you can see we have 4 edges on this face. And over here we also have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have the same number of edges between these two faces. So we're ready to use the blend solid. So I select these two faces, go to blend solid. And the default setting working good, so I will leave it as default. I come down here and doing the same. Select this face and then this face. And I go to the blend solid. Okay. Next step is I will union everything belong to the handle. So we'll control select all of these guys here. Go to the part workbench and go to the union. So now we have the handle and the blade. I click on the fusion first and the command later, and I go to cut. And then I will rename this one to the blade. I click on the handle and I go to the deviation, set it down to 0.01. So that's it for the tutorial. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.